If you're trying to level up, transform your life, or meet certain goals, I have news for you that you may not like to hear. There may be some people and some friendships that you'll have to leave if you're going to meet your goals and manifest your desires. If your close friends, people around you, no longer represent where you're going, who you want to be, if you suddenly finding them extra negative and you feel a dissonance or a disconnect, if every time you meet them, they're draining your energy and you just feel tired, frustrated, if you have a friendship and it's not reciprocal, right? So you feel like the balance of energy between you is off. These are the kinds of friendships that you may need to leave. Continue to keep some of these friends and these people in your life, and they're not a match to you anymore. The message that you're sending to the universe may be mixed. It's not clear, it's not aligned, it's not one. And being aligned is key to making your dreams come true, living with purpose, living with fulfillment. It's essential to make sure that you protect your boundaries, protect your energy, right? And so if you are, every time you meet this friend, you come back feeling negative, you feel like you're in a really bad mood, you feel extremely tired, right? Or you either feel like you are the one that is giving and giving and giving and giving, and you're not feeling like you're receiving, right? Or the other way around, where they are always giving support, but they are unable to receive the same love and support from you. This is something that you will probably detect and feel. It will feel a bit off, it will feel kind of out of balance, and so you'll know. You've probably heard of like manifestation principles, right? Tuning yourself to the frequency of what you want to achieve, right? You need to be a match in order to attract what you want. You need to be you need to be in that state already. Now, it's as simple as, if you wanted to quit smoking, stop hanging around with smokers. Not only is it going to be that much harder for you to quit, but they're probably no longer a match to you. Right, so it's same thing. If you wanted to attract a loving, conscious relationship, romantic partner in your life, right? Stop hanging around with people who are complaining about their spouses and their partners all the time. And I'm not saying, look, don't support your friend, but if you see a trend and this is constantly what you're receiving in your life, in your friendship with this friend, right? And it's not kind of like a one-off, or if this is not how you're feeling a majority of the time, then maybe it's not a friendship that you need to leave. But if it has become kind of the center of your friendship, this just might not be right for you in this season, especially if you want to level up. Right? The people who have got you to where you are today may not be the same ones who are going to help you get to where you want to be. You need the right people on your journey. And in order to welcome the new, sometimes we have to say goodbye to the old. If it no longer fits, if it's the wrong color, if it just doesn't represent you anymore, right? Just like clothes in your closet. Before you actually buy new clothes, you've got to get rid of the old and make space for the new. And so that also means that when you say goodbye to some of these friendships that no longer serve you, you are energetically making space for it, for something new, but you are also making space in terms of your time, your energy. We have limited time in a day. There is a limit to how much we can do, how much we can give and invest in friendships. Okay, and so again, I'm talking about the closer friendships. I would suggest that even if they're not very close but they don't match you anymore, curate your life and say no, draw the line. We don't need to be friends with everyone, but it is less crucial if they're just acquaintances and they're just kind of passing through your life now and then. You know, it doesn't have, let's say, as big an impact on you. If you are worried, if you say to yourself, hey, but you know, does this mean I am just discarding or abandoning friends who need me? A better question to ask yourself is, and this is especially if you're an empath, if you are a healer, a giver, right? Do you have a kind of savior complex or a healer's complex? Because you may also be attracting people who really need you. You may be addicted to being needed and helping others, right? So again, I'm not saying don't help anyone, but be really discerning, be choosy. There are plenty of friends probably in your life now whom you didn't intentionally choose. So carefully curate your life, because this is also the message that you're sending out to the universe of what you deserve, what you value, what you desire, where you're going, who you want to be. Trust that the friends that you're saying goodbye to, they will either come back and connect with you again, and perhaps at a later time in a different season in your life, at a time where maybe they have shifted, they have evolved, changed. Trust also that, you know, we each have our own journeys, and that they will be okay. They will find the strength that they need. They will receive divine help and support from the universe, from, you know, just they'll find the strength inside them to get through, you know, get through what they need to get through, to work through their lives. And sometimes we may actually be the ones that are hindering this growth in our friends and in people around us. We may be delaying some of their lessons, their learnings, by continuing to remain a crutch for them. Don't take this as blanket advice, right? You've got to really connect and think and feel and use your intuition. And I'm pretty sure when you do, you will know who are the ones who are who it's you know time to say goodbye to. I'm Desiree, and for the past 17 years or so, I've been working with people who are purpose-driven, who are looking for greater fulfillment and meaning in their lives, mostly women. If you're curious about what I do, you'll find links in the description below.